In Academy District 20, sportsmanship is year-round. I'm Superintendent Mark Hatchell, and I've seen countless examples of sportsmanship by our athletes, coaches, and fans. From help up after a tough fall to encouraging words following a difficult loss, our athletes know the true meaning of sportsmanship.
Gets it to Love, makes a fake baseline, goes to the middle, and throws in the hook shot.
Sportsmanship to me is respecting your coaches, officials, players, and the other fans. Cheer for your team, but also appreciate the other team.
Sportsmanship to me means always putting forth your best effort to help the team, respecting yourself as well as the others around you, and treating your body right.
Sportsmanship to me is respecting one another and understanding the other team's right to cheer.
Sportsmanship to me is respect. Respecting yourself, your teammates, and your opponents.
The set, left side, sent down, inbounds or out of bounds. That is inbounds for Amanda Cushion.
Sportsmanship is being enthusiastic about your accomplishments while also respecting other players and their achievements.
Throws left side to the end zone, and the catch is made. That's a touchdown.
At Academy School District 20,
Sportsmanship is year-round.
Throws to Kozlowski, drives baseline, throws the shot! Oh my gosh, it goes! Oh my gosh, it goes!
Nice job keeping it alive by Swan. Back to Britton. She's got it. Here we go. Pine Creek takes game 2.
From the Classical Academy, we come your way with boys high school basketball tonight. Great to have you with us. My name is Matt Pauley. Alongside is Brian German. We've got our entire 20 TV crew with you tonight as we are getting set for TCA and Manitou Springs. For the Titans, they come in at 2-2. We saw them lose to Air Academy in their season opener. Manitou Springs has played just one game this year. That was a 76-32 win against Calhoun. And still early on in the season, Brian, you never really know what you're going to expect from games like these.
No, especially because Manitou's only played one game so far, so I'm not even sure Ken Vecchio, their head coach, knows what's in store for tonight. At least TCA has 4 games under their belts, and we've seen them actually play right here on 20 TV once.
Before we go any further, do want to let you know if you'd like to order a DVD copy of this broadcast or a Blu-ray copy for that matter, you can email us 20tv@ast20.org or give us a call at 719-234-1780, and we will gladly get those shipped out to you. They make great stocking stuffers, and like a DVD is 1 for $10, then even better deal, you get 2 for $20. And the deal gets even better when it goes 3 for $30.
3 for $30.
Yeah, it's a fantastic deal.
That's awesome.
Also, we're all over the place on social media. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/D20TV, on Twitter at D20TV as well. The YouTube channel is great. You can watch highlight packages. You can also watch entire game broadcast. And if you ever want to know anything about what we've got going on at 20TV, just check out that website. It includes the upcoming schedule. Speaking of said upcoming schedule.
Look at that.
This is what we have coming up. We're going to wrap up this calendar year portion of the broadcast schedule with a couple games next week. We'll get Rampart in, and we'll get Pine Creek in there. Looking forward. Those are 2 pretty good teams, the Rampart boys and the Pine Creek girls team. So looking forward to being able to have those games coming up here in just a while. All right, let's go ahead and tell you a little bit about these teams. We'll start with the TCA Titans. Again, we saw them against Air Academy in their season opener. And really, you look at up and down their roster, and if you're Manitou, you're going to be looking to try to stop Will Ball. He's number 23 on that roster. He's averaging 19 points, 14 rebounds. He's had 14-plus rebounds every game this season. He is a fantastic player, and he can really take over a game. As far as what TCA has done so far this season, 4 games. They played in a tournament in Pueblo. That's where those last 3 games are from, and where they got those wins against Dolores Horta Prep and also Florence. And their coach, Paul Campbell, gave us 3 keys for today's game.
He certainly did. Like a lot of coaches out there, the first one, the number one thing you want to do is limit turnovers. Don't give it too many turnovers. Play great defense, which is something they may not have done in that Air Academy game, but it seems they're getting better as they continue to play, and they want to be patient on the offensive side.
Let's take a look at Manitou Springs. They come in with a 1-0 record. You look at their roster, and you look at Lucas Rodholm, who had 19 points, and Jared Kuhl had 11 points in their one win against Callahan. Speaking of that one win, that's the only game they've played. As we take a look at their schedule, had a really good performance against Callahan, 76-32. Their 29th year head coach, Ken Vecchio, also gave us keys to the game.
He certainly did. Now, he also said limit turnovers. That was his number 2 key, though. His first key for his team is rebound, and I'm sure they're really worried about Will Ball down low there. 14.5 rebounds per game. You got to box that guy out. You got to get him off the boards. And then their number 3 one, team defense. They got to do a great job against these Titan team that can move the ball around.
We will take a break, and when we come back, we'll give you the starting lineups for this evening's game and get it going here on 20 TV.
One part excellence, one part inspiration, one part preparation for outstanding education. Academy School District 20, where dreams take flight.
Back at the Classical Academy. Great to have you with us this evening. Matt Pauley and Brian German, our entire 20 TV crew. We are getting set for TCA playing host to Manitou Springs. Let's go ahead and take a look at the starting lineups. First off, for the visiting Mustangs, they come in at 1-0 with a victory against Callahan, 76-32. Cole Sinknecht will get the start. He scored 11 points in that win against Manitou Springs. He is a freshman. Ryan Adamscheck, a senior, gets the start. 18 points in that game against Callahan after he averages 2 points last year. Lucas Rodholm will get the start. He only averaged 1 point last year. 19 points in that win against Callahan was very good. Danny McGee is a senior, averaging 6 points or scored 6 points in that game against Callahan. And then Darwin Fredrickson, a senior, who scored just 2. For Manitou Springs, by the way, coached by Ken Vecchio. He is in his 29th season, has had a lot of success at Manitou Springs. I believe he played at Wyoming, had a decorated playing career, and his son is actually one of his assistants. His son played at Manitou Springs and went on to play collegiately as well. So it runs in the Vecchio family, and they've been very successful at Manitou Springs. For TCA, again, the Titans come in with a record of 2-2. Josh Haydad will get the start. He's the point guard, a 5'9 junior, 4 points, 2 assists, 2 rebounds a game. Adam Selvage starts. He is a 5'8 sophomore, averaging 3 points, 1 rebound, just less than 2 assists a contest. At another guard, Chase Rogers, 6'4 sophomore, averaging 3 points, 4 rebounds. His season high was 10 against Florence, brought down 9 rebounds against Alamosa, so he can get active on the boards at times. Logan Branch gets the start. He's a 6'5 senior forward, averaging 6 points and 2 rebounds. Certainly wants to play at the next level, as does and as will Ball, a 6'6 senior, 19 points, 14 rebounds. His season high was 26 against Alamosa. He had 25 when we saw him play against Air Academy. 14-plus rebounds in every game this year. Season high 16 rebounds against Dolores Huerta Prep. And for Manitou Springs, you would have to think their biggest challenge tonight is going to be to slow down Will Ball.
That's what I would think. If you just look at it statistically, the guy has been their leading scorer in every game this season, and they're going to have to stop him. And not only is he a good scorer, he's on the boards. As you mentioned, 14 boards per game. That's a double-double, averaging a double-double. I don't care what level you're playing at. You're doing a good job.
Yeah, 19 points, 14 rebounds. And, going to be interesting to see where he goes at the next level. He probably projects to be maybe a D2 guy. You might see him in the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference. Might fit in real well in that conference, as he's been very effective. TCA plays in the 4A Metro Conference. Manitou Springs in the 3A Tri-Peaks. And we are underway. The tip is won by Manitou Springs, and Sinknecht with the basketball. Slings it left side to Rodholm. Now up to the top and McGee. McGee passes right side, Adamscheck. Adamscheck with it, puts it on the floor once, gets it back out to the corner, and Rodholm with it, backs it up. Man-to-man defense right now for TCA, I believe. Might be a bit of a, yeah, it's a man, I think.
I think it's a zone.
Yep,
It's
it
tough.
is a zone. They were really staying with their guys. That is a zone, and now they find a spot in the zone as the pass comes in to Fredrickson, and Fredrickson lays it in, and that is the first points of the night.
Good job getting in tight there in the zone. They kind of isolated it, had him spread out in that zone, and found the man inside.
Speaking of zones, that is a obvious 2-3 for Manitou Springs. A air ball by Selvage from the corner, no good. Back in the other direction, ahead to Sinkneck. Sinkneck gets it back out to Rodholm, and Rodholm has it. They really extend that zone out. Does TCA again? They go inside to Fredrickson, and again, Fredrickson gets the point. So they're finding just that little space right in there.
What they're doing is they're sending one guy down deeper into that zone, and then the only man in the middle of it can't cover two guys.
So the 2-3 zone defense for Manitou Springs, much more prescribed. Might be tougher to get inside for TCA. We'll see. That's Selvage with it. Now it gets bounced up to the top, over to Branch. Branch passes the ball. Ball's going to pop the three. No good. Rebound by Rodholm, and he'll push things ahead. Left side, this is Sinkneck getting to the baseline, gets cut off. Now he gets it up to the top. Over to Rodholm.
Now they've matched up man-to-man.
And that's a good decision by Paul Campbell, the head coach at TCA, after they were finding those spots. Going to the basket, throwing up a shot, no good from Rodholm. Ball is loose. TCA gets it ahead for Haydad. Haydad going all the way, driving to the basket, avoids the defender, and lays it in right side. He's got the first points of the night for the Titans. Sinkneck with the basketball. Across midcourt, passes very quickly right side. Adams check to the top. They work it around the perimeter. Left side, it's McGee. Now they go underneath. Throwing up a shot, no good. As that was Fredrickson with the shot, who has all 4 points for Manitou Springs. And TCA with the basketball. Haydad has it. Passes over to Selvage. Selvage up to the top. This is Branch. Branch throws up a three-point shot, no good. Ball, the offensive rebound, put back, no good. Rebound to McGee of Manitou Springs. Sinkneck with the basketball. Quickly ahead to Adams check. Bounce pass inside, and it gets knocked away by Ball. That was intended for the senior, Danny McGee.
Good defense by Ball on that one as he saw the pass coming in, was able to knock it out of bounds real quickly.
4-2, Manitou Springs leads, 5:19 to go, quarter number one. Rodholm will trigger from the baseline, gets it up top to Sinkneck, who kind of tripped over himself for a moment. Now they pass left side. Adams check. It goes inside to McGee. McGee can't handle it. Ball on the ground, and that's going to result in a jump ball. Good job by Ball to get his hands in there. And on the alternate possession, it goes back to Manitou Springs, or excuse me, to TCA, so that is a Manitou Springs turnover.
I like the way Ball's playing early. He's been pretty aggressive going after the ball.
Haydad with it. Passes left side Branch. Branch inside to Ball. Ball
nice
steps into the paint, comes back towards the basket. You said it, Brian German. That's a nice move. That's a heck of a move. Ball gets on the board.
Whenever you can get the defender to commit and then go the opposite way, it's pretty easy too.
Manitou Springs with the basketball. Right side Rodholm, and he gets held going to the basket. Foul on the floor. And that foul is called on Logan Branch, his first team foul, number one. Was interested to see what TCA would look like tonight as the inbounds comes in from underneath the basket. It takes a second, but they get it to the corner. Pass comes up to the top, and Sinkneck with it. Sinkneck passes left side, Adams check. Now up to McGee. McGee right side over to Sinkneck. He throws up a floater, no good. Rebound Ball. Last time we saw TCA, they had one practice as an entire team. It was the night before. Outside of that, every practice, they never once had everybody together. People were on retreats and some mission trips and things like that. So it was interesting what they would look like. And now a foul underneath the basket. They may get Ball for this. Nope. They are going to get. Yep, they are going to get Ball. Ball, the offensive foul, his first, team second. So I would assume the TCA is going to look significantly better tonight than what they looked against Air Academy in a game that they lost 76-44.
With 4 games under their belt, that's a tough call on Ball right there. Getting a little physical down front. He's going to push it as far as he can until they tell him not to.
Sinkneck with it, passes up to the top in Rodholm. Now they go left side, holding the basketball. Adams check, puts it on the floor. Being defended out there by Selvage. Continues to back up. Now Adams check, passes. They work it around the perimeter. Right side, it's Rodholm. He'll bring it to the top. 3:55 to go, first quarter. Even at 4. Rodholm goes to the basket. Good dump-off pass. There to lay it in. Jared Kuehl, the sophomore, just into the game. That's good offense by Manitou Springs.
Really worked the ball around well and got the easy deuce.
6-4 the score. Mustangs have the lead. They continue to stay in their 2-3 zone. Left side, it's Selvage. Now they do get it inside, or they tried to get it inside to Branch. The pass was a little high. That's probably a pass that Branch should have been able to wrangle in.
That's a tough thing in high school basketball. If you're a big man, that's one of the things that I think big men should work on more than anything, is just catching the basketball. If you're going to get in the middle there, you got to be able to handle it.
Sinkneck with it. Now they go inside. That's Kuehl, and he takes a step, and we'll go back in the other direction.
Second turnover for Manitou Springs. Both coaches talked about limiting turnovers. Well, so far, both teams doing fairly well.
Yeah, not an overabundance of turnovers at this point. One of the turnovers was an alternate possession. Selvage almost lost the basketball. Now he gets fouled out at midcourt by Sinkneck. When you've got a guy right there at midcourt, you really want to go in and try to get after him, because you know they can't cross over, but you still got to stay under control.
Sinkneck, you could see right there on the replay, reaching in a little bit too much.
First foul of the game against Manitou Springs. With it, Haydad passes right side, Selvage into the paint, in traffic, shot partially blocked by Kuehl, and that's going to stay with the Titans underneath the basket. 6-4 Manitou Springs, low scoring game so far. Talk about low scoring.
Whoa.
As the inbounds goes off the basket.
Lucas Rodholm got up and knocked that one into the back of the basket.
Goes back out of bounds, so it stays with TCA. They got some jumpers.
Yeah.
Rodholm, I don't know if he's a high jumper or what. Right
Walk.
side, a travel as Selvage took a step before he put that shot up.
That's a tough one. Ball came to him. He just took a little hop. A lot of players are gonna want to shoot. They want to take a little hops at their feet, but unfortunately, he caught the ball, then took the hop.
At times, this TCA team has been offensively challenged, as going to the basket, Kuehl. Now Kuehl gets cut off. He's going to get it back out to Sinkneck, back out to Kuehl, goes to the basket, and a reach-in foul. I think they're going to get Haydad. TCA had a 34-19 win earlier this year against Dolores Huerta Prep, as that foul was called against Chase Rogers, his first. Team foul number 3. 34-19 was the final.
Yeah, that's some good defense.
When you score 34 and can win, as a coach, you'll take it. Adams check. Will pass over to Kuehl. Now left side with it, Sinkneck. Sinkneck throws up a floater. It goes, and he's fouled. He'll go to the line to complete a three-point play. Just floated that thing up, and it banged through.
That's a tough one, because that's on Ball. That's his second.
That changes everything for TCA, because Ball's going to have to come out of the game. Brent Frieden, a 6'2 senior, averaging 2 points, 1 rebound, comes in. So Ball out. You lose 19 points, 14 rebounds. And with all due respect to Brent Frieden, you bring in 2 points, 1 rebound. That changes the way this team plays. Free throw is up. It is no good. I believe that score's wrong. It should be 8-4 from what I think.
Yeah, they counted the basket. They just haven't put it up yet.
Yeah, so they'll get that on the board in just a second. Coach Vecchio has noticed it, and he's going to say something here in a moment. Left side, Haydad. I don't know why they haven't put that up on the board yet. Going to the basket, Haydad floats a shot up there, and it goes. So it's now 8-6. Manitou Springs, ignore the score on your screen for the moment. Manitou Springs has a 2-point lead. Pass comes inside to Kuehl. Kuehl's pass shot doesn't go, but there's a foul. Foul's going to go against Manitou. Foul goes against Steven Jensen, a junior, his first, team second. And now
the officials are at the scorer's table. I believe they're gonna put that up there. 8-6. Yep.
There it is. Score is now correct.
You got to love Rob Parrish in the truck. You told him to ignore the score. He took it off the screen.
How about that?
You know.
See, there's nothing to ignore anymore.
Great 20 TV crew that we have here.
Minute 53 to go, first quarter. It's 8-6. Manitou Springs, left side, Haydad. Haydad to the top and Branch. Branch passes right side to Salvage, going to the basket. Dump off pass, Branch, but there's a foul inside. That's going to be an offensive foul. And that is going to go against Salvage, his first. Already team foul number 5. Let's watch him take this charge. Ooh, might have been a little lateral movement. 8-6 the score. And Sinkneck passes left side over to Jensen. Now they get it to Rodholm, working it around right side. Sinkneck with it, going to the basket. Good move behind the back pass. Comes over to Kuehl. Kuehl gets it back to Sinkneck in the corner. 3-point shot, no good. Rebound brought down by Branch of TCA. And with a minute 17 to go in the quarter, Titans have the basketball, down 2 to Manitou Springs. Low scoring first quarter. Haydad with it. Haydad bounce pass, left side. Now he gets it back. Passes it back over. That's Frieden just into the game. Up top, Branch. Branch with it. Fakes right, goes left, gets it back out to Frieden. Frieden's in the corner, still has his dribble. Dribbles once, up to Haydad at the top. Haydad being defended out there by Rodholm. Back left side, Frieden. Two-man game right now. Let's see if they can get inside. They can't. Instead, over to Rogers. He pops a three, no good. Front iron, rebound, Adams check. And here comes Manitou Springs. Quickly going to the basket, Rodholm. And his shot, no good, but no offensive foul called against Rodholm. And it will go back in the other direction.
Here we'll see the replay again, and you see standing in there like almost forever.
Yeah.
I believe was Logan Branch, and he took the charge. Good job on defense.
He was set there for a while. Rodholm's got to do a better job of avoiding the defender when they are just a statue on the paint. So the game remains 8-6, and there seems to be an issue with the clock.
Yeah, it was not started on time, I believe, so they're resetting it.
Is that right? 3.6
yes.
seconds?
36, he said.
Okay. There it is. All right. So 36 seconds to go here in the quarter. Clock is going. TCA, in all likelihood, will play for the final shot. Try to take a tie, maybe a lead with a three-point shot. Selvage with it, back to the top, and Rogers now left side, Haydad. Here at the top, it's Selvage. Selvage backs up. Now over to Frieden. TCA's had a hard time getting inside against the 2-3 zone for Manitou. Bounce pass to Branch. Now right side back to Frieden. Frieden dribbles up to Haydad. Haydad in, back to Frieden. 5 seconds to go. Haydad going to the basket, and he gets held up. There's nothing more frustrating to a coach than a foul with 3.2 seconds left, except maybe a foul with 3.1 seconds left. And although it doesn't result in anything because it's not a shooting foul. That foul, by the way, call on Davin Adams check. Here's the inbound. It's going to be a quick shot. Left side, three-point shot, no good. And that is how the first quarter comes to an end. Low-scoring first quarter. Manitou leads TCA 8-6. We've got second quarter action coming up next on 20 TV. Manitou Springs has a 2-point lead over TCA. We are at TCA. Matt Pauley, Brian German back with you as Archuleta into the game. Dominic Archuleta, he's a junior. He passes over to Rodholm. Rodholm with it. Now passes left side, Adams check. Adams check with it. Wanted to go inside. Nothing there. So out to Kuehl. Now they go right side. This is Rodholm with it. Almost lost the basketball. Continues to dribble back to the top. Left side, it's Archuleta with it. Gets inside. Dump off pass on the baseline. And a travel called against Lucas Rodholm. He should have just gone up with it.
He should have. I think that's probably the hesitation and why he traveled. He just hesitated too much.
Haydad with the basketball, bringing it up for TCA. We've been stuck at 8-6 for a while. And Haydad passes right side, Salvage. I've been working with you too long, Brian. Pass comes left side, Haydad. Haydad gets to the elbow. Now he kicks it back out. Going to the basket, Salvage, and he travels. Adam Selvage travels. He would have gone fouled had the travel call not been made.
First two possessions here in the second quarter have both been turnovers by each team. That's what both teams were harping on before coming in.
Archuleta, Dominic, he's a junior, scored just 1 point, and now a whistle and a offensive foul against Manitou Springs. That's going to go against Jensen. Yep, Jensen, that's his second. Team foul number 5 against Manitou. We'll see Zach Litscomb come in here in just a moment. He is a 5'10 junior. He's averaging 2 points, less than a rebound a game.
Travis Struble and Danny McGee back in for Manitou.
Adam Selvage takes a seat for TCA.
Be interesting to see how long Coach Campbell leaves Ball on the bench, especially if this lead starts to grow for Manitou.
So right now, Ball is on the bench. Hey, Dad. Pass to the top, Branch. Branch to Hey, Dad. Back to Branch, trying to drive. They need to get Branch more involved. They're trying to get, they can't get inside against the zone, but run some zone offense potentially and find a way to get him the basketball. Last time they tried to go into him, he wasn't able to handle the pass. Right side with it, it's Frieden. Frieden gets cut off, passes back to Branch at the top. Branch passes left side, Haydad. Now to the top, Frieden. Frieden with it, will back up, give back to Haydad. They'll completely reset. This 2-3 zone has given TCA all kinds of trouble. Litscomb passes inside, ball's loose for a second. It gets back out to Litscomb. Litscomb trying to get around a screen. He actually gets pushed back towards midcourt. Now he passes right side to Frieden. Frieden's got some room on the baseline. Reverse layup, no good. Partially blocked by Fredrickson. And here comes Manitou Springs. Good defensive possession for Manitou. Left side with it. Almost taking a step, Struble. Passes it over to McGee. McGee now goes right side, Adams check. From the top, a three-point shot, air ball out of the hands of Travis Struble, a junior, who also scored just 1 point in that 76-32 win over Callahan. Paul Campbell talking to Zach Litscomb. Gave him a piece of coaching advice and then said, tell me that you understand that. And Litscomb said, I understand that. That's what you're supposed to say to a coach. Good job. At the top, this is Rogers with it. Passes left side, hey, Dad. And he takes a step. We did a game last night, Brian, where we saw a lot of travel calls early on, and we're starting to see a few here in the second quarter.
I wonder if that's been an emphasis with the officials this season coming in. They've been calling a lot of travels, at least in the games that we've been watching, and maybe they've been told to watch the feet a little bit more closely.
Might be a point of emphasis in the state. Don't know what they talked about in the big state meetings that they have every year with the officials. Here's Sinkneck. Now they go inside to Fredrickson. Fredrickson has to get it back out to Sinkneck. Sinkneck gives it up to the top. This is Rodholm back to Sinkneck, and he gets fouled by Haydad. That's going to be his first. Team foul number 6 against TCA. So Manitou will get free throws from here on out.
Still 8-6, Matt.
It is still 8-6. This is, we got to be going on 5-6 minutes without scoring. Inbounds, comes up to the top. Adams check with it. Veers over to the right side. Now they work it left side. That's Struble with it. Back to the top, and Ryan. Two Adams checks, by the way. Ryan is the senior, while Davin is the sophomore. So I should differentiate between the two. Ryan, Adams check, had it, pass it around. Comes left side to Sinkneck. Now back to the top, Fredrickson. Good defense right now by TCA, not allowing Manitou inside. And it's being done with a man. Speaking of that, they do go inside to McGee. McGee's shot might have been partially blocked. Good defense no matter what. And TCA comes up with it, down by 2, 8-6. With it left side, Litscomb, and Litscomb gets fouled.
That was Sinkneck, I believe, trying to come in from the backside. Gets called for it. Here it is. Whenever you try and do that, slap the ball out, the refs almost call that every time.
Sinkneck gets his second, team foul number 6, so all fouls from here on out will result in free throws. So 5.5-minute scoring drought for both teams at this point. We were just told by our illustrious director, Rob Parrish. Nice job. Zach Litscomb has it, looking to pass, right side, Haydad. Haydad gets it down to Branch. Inside, back out to Branch. Branch on the baseline, gets cut off, finds Haydad. Now Branch is going to pop the three, in and out, no good. It's one of those nights, not a lot of scoring. 8-6 is their score. Rodholm with it, goes to the basket, and it won't go down. Again, the basket just cannot fall. There's a magnet taking the ball out of the basket or
lid
something.
on these things.
Oh, my goodness. 8-6, the score remains. Frieden with it, drives towards the baseline, spins, comes back out to the top. We're halfway through the second quarter. Here's Frieden putting up a shot, doesn't go. Rebound Manitou, Adams check, and he gets fouled. So now we'll see if he can get some free throws. The foul called against Lipscomb, his first, team foul number 7. And for Adams check, Ryan Adams check, he is 2 for 2 at the free throw line this year.
See if he can break through the lid on that thing.
The first of the 1-and-1 is no good. Wow. Haydad with the basketball as he walks it up the court, across midcourt. Haydad going towards the basket, throws up a shot, no good, gets his own offensive rebound, put back, doesn't go as well. Can the officials go check these baskets?
There's something going on, isn't there?
Oh. Great shot, Dave Toller there for a second, one of our cameramen. 8-6 our score, pass comes out to Branch. Branch with it, gets it out, Haydad, fakes a 3, steps inside, puts up a shot off the glass, and it's good.
The crowd goes crazy. How about that?
Wow. We are even at 8 apiece. There's those TCA Titan students as going to the basket, left side, Rodholm, his shot can't go, save to TCA. Haydad bringing it down the court, quickly, going all the way to the basket, has his shot partially blocked. Branch the deflection, back up to Lipscomb at the top, 3-point shot, no good. Rebound by Manitou Springs, bringing it down was Rodholm, and Rodholm with it. He might try to go the way. No, he dumps it off to McGee. McGee gives back to Rodholm. Rodholm walks it back up to the top. This is Sinkneck with it. 2:50 to go in the half. We are even at 8 apiece. Sinkneck goes inside. Here's a shot, no good by Fredrickson. The rebound to TCA, and the Titans will bring the ball down the court. 2 minutes and 35 seconds to go in the second quarter, and a 30-second timeout has been taken by TCA with the score even at 8 apiece. You know, Manitou Springs is having more struggles than TCA to score, and it's TCA who takes the timeout.
Yeah, I think Coach Campbell just wants to talk to him a little bit, settle him down, remind him, probably even tell him that they're playing really good defense, because they are, but probably wants to work on some things on the offensive side.
I would certainly think so. Do want to let you know if you'd like to order a DVD copy of this broadcast tonight, you can do so.
How do you do that?
You can email us at 20tv@asd20.org, okay, as is on the screen, or you can give us a call at 719-234-1780. We have DVDs and Blu-rays.
Blu-rays, $5 more, but it's worth it.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful picture.
It's a Blu-ray.
Beautiful picture.
Who knows?
Unless, of course, they put us on there, and then
that's no good.
Yeah.
That's why you don't see a whole lot of us.
Yeah, you don't want that.
I'm a radio guy, Brian, so I'll just talk. I'm good with that. Here's Brent Frieden. He's standing right in front of us. Hello, everybody out there. 8-8 is our score. Haydad. Veering to the left side, over to Lipscomb. Lipscomb, pass comes inside, shot thrown up, no good. Rebound Rodholm. Here comes Manitou. First offensive possession out of the timeout. Rodholm gets fouled. He'll go to the line for a couple. Foul called on Lipscomb, his second, team foul number 8.
Here's Lipscomb running ahead of the pack. Just got his arm right across there of Lucas Rodholm as he came down the lane. Ill-advised foul maybe, but he did stop him from scoring.
Rodholm has not attempted a free throw this year. So this is his first, and it is no good. Anders,
nope.
Check that. Johnny Stevens is going to be coming in.
Sorry, screwed you up on that one.
8-8 our score after the free throw was no good.
This is unbelievable.
It really is.
You rarely see droughts like this.
8.5 minutes scoring drought for Manitou Springs ends with that free throw by Rodholm. 8.5 minutes. That would be a minute and a half short of an entire half. No, it wouldn't.
No, it wouldn't.
It
would be 30 seconds more than a full quarter.
There you go. Thank you. That's a better way to say it. Foul called on
Johnny Stevens, just in the game, gets a foul.
His first, team foul number 9. As you know, math is not always my strong suit.
So a little bit more as we'll get a substitution.
Coach Campbell It'll be interesting. He'll probably leave Will Ball on the bench. I mean, you're not down very big.
No.
You can play with it here. He's probably pretty happy that he's had Will Ball on the bench since about 5 minutes left in the first quarter, and they're still within a point.
Keel misses the front end of the 1-and-1, but then Branch knocks it out of bounds, so it stays with Manitou Springs with 2:09 to go in the half. Inbounds comes right underneath the basket. Good pass, and getting it to fall is Ryan Adams-Check. It took a second to go through, but it did indeed go through.
There's something about these hoops. Maybe they're smaller than your regulation hoop.
I don't know.
I'd have them measured. If I was a coach, I'd have them measured at halftime.
11-8, Manitou leads. Lipscomb with it. Passes to Branch at the top. Back to Branch. Off to Selvage playing with two. No, check that. He only has one foul. I beg your pardon. Left side, Haydad. Haydad's three is good. Haydad has 9 of the 11 for TCA.
The other guy with the 2 points, Will Ball, on the bench.
As the ball goes out of bounds, last touch, Haydad. And Haydad and the official say something to each other in a very friendly manner.
They were both smiling at each other. I believe he hit the official with the ball. When he stripped it.
Rodholm will trigger from just in front of the TCA bench in an 11-11 game. Adams-Check with it. It was 8-6 after one quarter. It's 11-11 right now. Right side, Rodholm. They work it around. Left side, Adams-Check. That is, that's Davin Adams-Check. And the shot doesn't go. No, that was Ryan Adams-Check. I'll get it right eventually. Either way, TCA has the basketball in an 11-11 game with 65 seconds left in the quarter. Here's Haydad with it. Haydad veers off to the left side. He finds Selvage down there. Selvage, they work it around. Lipscomb, now right side Branch. Branch gives it to Selvage in the corner. Selvage has the ball taken away for a moment, gets it back to Branch. 3-point shot, right side, in and out, no good. Rebound being fought for, and it ends up in the hands of Jared Kuehl for Manitou Springs. He brings the ball up the court. Pass goes out of bounds. Last touch TCA, and Manitou will keep possession with 40 seconds to go here in this first half. Rodholm again will trigger right in front of the Manitou bench. Goes underneath to McGee. McGee gave off, gets it back. His shot is bunny from the right side, no good. Now a whistle underneath the basket. And we will walk the distance of the court for a 1-and-1 after that foul against Manitou. And that foul was called against Lucas Rodholm, his second, team foul number 7. And a 1-and-1 situation coming up for Haydad. But first, we'll see Travis Struble, the junior, come back in.
I'm kind of surprised it's Haydad going to the line, but I'm sure Coach Campbell's happy with that.
Haydad's a 70% free throw shooter this year, 7 of 10. Great shot from behind the camera, in and out, no good. Rebound brought down by Branch. His putback can't fall. The rebound to Ryan Adams-Check, and he'll bring the ball down the court. Ryan Adams-Check with it. Wanted to pass, nothing was there. Somebody has to come help. That's Archuleta. Archuleta with it. They'll slow things down. 20 seconds to go. Ryan Adams-Check, lob pass, no good. Saved, somehow saved. Shot left side is good. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. That was Struble, and it gives Manitou a 2-point lead, 13-11, 5 seconds to go. See if TCA can tie this thing up. They'll try to take the lead with Haydad. It's good! From deep water, Josh Haydad hits a last-second three at the end of the first half, and it gives TCA the 14-13 lead.
And Josh Haydad now has 12 of those points. Josh Haydad gave his team a 1-point lead. He himself is only losing by 1 point to Manitou, the entire Manitou team in that first half.
That's not bad. 14-13 our score as TCA has the lead. There's that big three to finish things off. We'll have our halftime show next here on 20 TV.
One part excellence, one part inspiration, one part preparation for outstanding education. Academy School District 20, where dreams take flight.
14-13 is our score as TCA has a 1-point lead here at the half. Matt Pauley, Brian German back with you. And Brian, this was a interesting first half, to say the least.
Yeah, it certainly was. Neither team could really buy a bucket to start this game, and then there was a long drought right in the middle there. It was 8-6 for what seemed like an eternity, and then in the last 15 seconds, just a flourish of points.
No scoring from either team for a hot 5.5 minute period. No scoring for Manitou Springs for an 8.5 minute period during that first half. We do have some highlights in a 14-13 game. Let's go ahead and take a look at them. And it was Manitou Springs who got out to the early lead. Sinkneck was right there. TCA would stick around. Josh Haydad had a really good first half of play as those last two buckets, both from him.
Then Haydad hit that one there. That tied it at 8. Manitou would take the lead late in the half, but Josh Haydad, who's done everything for TCA, just about everything for TCA in the first half, hits the 3, gives them a 1-point lead at the half.
NBA range 3, it looked like to me on that last one to give TCA the last second lead. If you'd like to order a copy of this broadcast tonight, you can do so. All you got to do is email us, 20tv@asd20.org, or give us a call at 719-234-1780. Let's take a look at the scoring numbers. Oh, also, before we get to scoring numbers, we'll go through a couple other things.
Some letters.
Social media. Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, we're all over the place. Follow and like and get to the YouTube channel to watch highlight packages and full game broadcast. The website is at asd20.org/20tv sports. You can learn about what we're doing and also see that upcoming game broadcast schedule. But if you're sitting on your computer right now going, I should go look and see what they're doing next, you don't have to worry about it. We'll give it to you right now. Coming up next week, a couple more basketball games. Rampart is going to host Coronado on December 16th. First time we're going to get to check out Jean St. Clair in his return to Rampart, where he coached from 2006 to 2010 before coaching 1 year of girls basketball at Doherty and then a few years of boys basketball at Cheyenne Mountain. His father-in-law, Dan McKiernan's on his staff. One of the greatest high school basketball coaches in the history of Colorado Springs.
Which very well could be one of the best high school staffs put together in a long time.
St. Clair's already one of the best coaches, and then you put McKiernan right next to him. Again, St. Clair's McKiernan's son-in-law, and that's going to be a lot of fun to see. All right, scoring numbers from the first half. For Manitou Springs, they're being led by Darwin Fredrickson with 4. He scored the first 4 points of the game. Has not scored since. 2 points for Cole Sinkneck, Ryan Adamscheck, Travis Struble, Jared Kuehl, and then 1 point for Lucas Rodholm. Scoring for TCA, pretty easy. 12 of their 14 from Josh Haydad, and then 2 for Will Ball. 14-13 is the score at halftime. We'll have second half action next here on 20 TV. We're getting set for second half action at the Classical Academy. My name is Matt Pauley. To my left is Brian German, our entire 20 TV crew coming your way. And they had to fight through some adversity there at halftime. They were fixing some cameras. Basketballs were being thrown at Dave Toller.
Toller was being bombarded by basketball. You know, remember that old game you used to play in gym class before they outlawed it called bombardment?
I remember
where you had a bunch of balls and you would throw. Yeah, kind of like dodgeball.
Okay. I don't remember.
It was called bombardment back in the day.
Okay, well,
Dave Toller knows what I'm talking about.
You're a little older
than me. Give me a thumbs
Brian.
up, Dave. You know what I'm saying. See?
Oh, okay.
Anyway, it was bombardment. It was bombard Dave Toller.
It was. I mean, they were just throwing those things.
But
at
he
him.
was undeterred.
Yes.
He continued to hook his camera up and get everything ready.
We have one of the most dedicated staffs out there.
We do.
One of the officials right now is speaking with I think there's a question on the alternate possession and who should get it. And they're going to give it to TCA. Things have been just a bit off tonight at times.
See if Josh Haydad can continue where he left off in the second half here.
His season high is 7 coming into tonight's game.
His season high is 12.
He has 12 in the first half. I said season high coming into this game.
Okay.
And speaking of Haydad, he's got the basketball right now. He passes left side to Salvage.
Look who's
now
back.
up to Ball. Ball loses the basketball. and it goes off. Oh, they're going to say it sticks with TCA. I thought that went off Selvage, but Selvage will get to a trigger from underneath the basket. Inbounds comes up to the top, now back left side. Selvage puts up a shot, no good. Rebound falls into Sinkneck's hands, and he brings the ball down the court. Quickly over to the left side, Rodholm goes to the basket, lay in, no good. Rebound fought for, grabbed by Rogers, off to Selvage, and Selvage brings the ball down the court. Left side, Haydad with it. Haydad looking for Ball. Ball's got it. Let's see if Ball can start going one-on-one to the basket. He's pretty good at that. There's a shot, no good. Rebound, McGee over to Sinkneck. Pass left side, Rodholm gets around Ball, throws up a shot, no good. Rebound to Ball, and TCA brings the ball down the court. This is Haydad, passes to Selvage. Selvage head of steam to the basket. Reverse layup, hits the bottom of the backboard, not a good shot. Quickly back in the other direction, right side Ryan Adamczyk kicks it left side, Sinkneck going to the basket, and he puts up a shot, it's good. Ball was trying to get the charge, you're not going to get that call.
No, and he's lucky he didn't get called for a block on that one. It would have been his third foul.
So Sinkneck scores. He's got 4, and it's a 1-point lead for Manitou Springs, 15-14 here at TCA. Branch passes left side to Ball. Ball going to the basket, forces a shot up, no good, gets his own offensive rebound. Putback doesn't go either, but he gets to the line. And the foul called against Danny McGee. His first team foul, number 1 against Manitou Springs. First foul for either team in the second half. And Ball, who is a 96% free throw shooter, is at the line.
Ball did a good job there, just staying alive.
He misses the first. That's just his second miss this year. He was 23
Anytime
of 24.
I've heard you say something about anybody shooting free throws and you use the word 90, it's a bad thing.
Next free throw.
This
one is good. Don't worry, he's still in the 90s at 24 of 26, I believe. We're even at 15-15.
You don't need to do the math. Put your calculator down, Matt Pauley.
92%. And at the top, it's Adamczyk. Now over to Rodholm. Rodholm backs up, being pushed out there by Branch. Branch takes a step back in. Man-to-man defense by TCA. Left side, Adamczyk goes inside to Fredrickson, and he lays it in. Darwin Fredrickson has 6. Scored the first 2 points of the game, hasn't scored since. 17-15 Manitou. Haydad, bounce pass to Ball. Ball's going to the basket, bounced it off his foot out to Branch. Branch gets in, kicks it out, left side, 3-point shot, a foul as Selvage goes down after the shot.
And Selvage sold that one. Sold that foul. Let's watch it again. He comes out here. I think he got hit on the arm by Adamczyk.
Timeout, 30-second timeout. So, yeah, that call was called on Ryan Adamczyk. His first, team foul number 2. Selvage is going to be going to the line after this timeout. 17-15. You know, we're looking over right now to Ken Vecchio. He is not happy with his group, who right now has a 2-point lead.
I'm not sure exactly what he's upset about it. Trying to read lips there. I'm not very good at that, but
especially when his back is to you.
Yes. A really bad lip reader under those circumstances, that's for sure.
It's not that you're a bad lip reader, it's that you don't have X-ray vision.
Maybe he just feels like his team needs to be hustling a little bit more. And, you know, whenever a ball is rolling on the ground, he wants to see them going after it.
Selvage is at the line for 2 free throws. His first.
I think.
Oh, it'll be 3. Yeah, you are correct, Brian German. Thank you. He is a 100% free throw shooter.
He's the 3rd Titan to score tonight.
Now the question is, does he make this one? After the jinx
No,
did
I
not
said
work.
it. 100% is fine. It's when you use that word 90, which if he misses this, you'll use next time, I'm sure.
Well, he's at 4 of 4 on the season, so I don't think he would be at 90 if he missed. Now if he misses one, he'd be in the 90s, as he's 5 of 5 this year.
4 of 5 would be 90%.
That'd be 80%.
You can leave your calculator down.
No, that's definitely not 90%.
Well, that's why I said you can leave your calculator down.
Left side, Sinkneck. I'm not the only one bad at math here. Pass comes out to the top. This is Adamczyk with it. Adamczyk Gets it over, left side, Fredrickson. Now over to Sinknecht. He puts up the shot, no good. Ball's loose, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch, Manitou Springs. I thought that went off of Haydad. Oh, they will give it. So last touch.
Haydad was trying to sell it, saying that it was tipped, but
that's a good call. These officials have done a very nice job tonight.
Nicely officiated game this
really,
evening.
One of the best officiated games we've seen here at the high school level. Adamscheck comes inside to Fredrickson. Back out, now back to the right side. It's Adamscheck with it again. Ryan Adamscheck works off a screen, comes into Struble. Struble shot good, and he'll go to the line for a three-point play.
It's a nice move there by Travis Struble on the give and go.
Foul. They said 21 on the board. That's not, nope, they're going to give it to Rogers. Chase Rogers, his second. Team foul number 1 against TCA. And Fredrickson, his first free throw of the year, too hard, no good. Rebound being fought for, and Haydad gets it. 19-18 the score. Selvage passes to the top and Ball. Now bad pass, stolen away. Taking it, Adamscheck. Ryan Adamscheck throws up a shot. Offensive foul.
Wow.
Ball draws the charge. Wow. Ryan Adamscheck gets his second. Let's watch the replay on this.
So what I like the hustle by Will Ball. Throws the ball away, and you're thinking right now he's a little frustrated, but he gets back, gets set, and gets a call.
I think he was set. I'm not sure if it was a charge, but I think he was set. Here's the inbounds to Ball, has the ball knocked away from him on the floor. Ball gets it, and he gets it back out. Haydad for 3. No good, front iron. Ball tries to save it, saves it out of bounds, and it goes back to Manitou Springs.
I like Will Ball. He's hustling. That's the third time I've seen him on the floor tonight. He's going after it. And to get back like that and take the charge, whether you like the call or not, that's a good play.
Here is the free throw, and it is, or not the free throw, but the shot inside the free throw line, and it doesn't go. It goes out of bounds. 19-18. We've got a good game. Low scoring, but a good game nonetheless. Haydad gets it across midcourt. He has not scored in the second half after having 12 in the first half. Inside pass to Ball. Ball, spin move. Too hard off the glass. Ball goes out of bounds, and it's going to go back to Manitou Springs. Great sportsmanship there as Weiss and McGee got tangled up, and Weiss went over to try to help McGee up. We're going to see Johnson and Kuhl back in for Manitou. Scores 19-18 in favor of Manitou Springs. 3:55 to go, third quarter. Bounce pass to Kuhl. Kuhl, no, check that. That's Adamscheck, excuse me, and he gets the 3. Ryan Adamscheck has 5. And biggest lead of the game for Manitou at 4 points, 22-18. Big offensive possession coming up for TCA.
I think they really got to do. I like what they're doing, trying to work it into Ball, but they need to do something different. They need to run a zone offense here because this zone's really giving them fits.
It's more of a pronounced 2-3 right now for Manitou Springs. Haydad with it. Haydad to Branch. Branch to Ball. Ball gets to the corner, and Selvage takes a step. And Paul Campbell, head coach for TCA, frustrated after that.
They were working the ball around well, and Selvage got fouled on the three-pointer, got 3 points that way. Would have been a good job. They keep moving him across the baseline. Maybe he could have gone for a shot on that one, but he took a step as he tried to drive towards the basket.
Selvage is going to come out, and Paul Campbell just said to Adam Selvage, 4 turnovers. He's got 4 turnovers tonight, and that is way too many. Pass comes out to the left side, Rodholm. Now back to the top. That's a long 2-point shot. Doesn't go. Rebound fought for. Loose rebound. Grabbed by Haydad. And Haydad with it. Gets cut off at the top of the key. Back to Branch. Branch with it. Dribbles. Right side. Bounce pass to Frieden. Frieden walks to the top looking for a screen. Nothing's there. So back to Haydad. Haydad holds. 22-18. Manitou has the lead. 2:42 to go. Quarter number 3. Inside to Ball. Ball bounces it off his foot again. Ball has not been good tonight. And now Kuhl with it. Adams-Check, that's Ryan Adams-Check with it between the circles.
Good
Ball stolen away. That's Ball going all the way to the basket. He misses the jam. He misses the jam, and then he hangs on the rim. Oh my goodness. And he hits the ground in frustration.
Let's see, Paul Campbell making the argument now that there was someone below him, and that's the reason he hung. I thought he was hanging because maybe a little embarrassment, maybe trying to get the ball while he was hanging up there.
It's close. It's close. And Campbell's upset. He's calling one of the officials over. It's going to be Cole Sinkneck to shoot the technical free throws, and the first is no good. Campbell is talking with one of the officials, talking with some vigor over there. Substitution, Davin Adams-Check is into the game. Next free throw from Cole Sinkneck. And he misses both of the technical free throws.
And what's lost a little bit here in all this excitement is that was Will Ball's third foul. It goes down as his third foul. It's a technical, but it's also his third foul, so 2 more, and he'd be done for the night.
Doesn't seem like anybody wants to win this game tonight.
It's crazy.
Cole Sinkneck passes to the top, comes back left side. That's Davin Adams-Check. Now he passes over to Dominic Archuleta, right side, over to Rodholm. Rodholm to the top, and Jensen. Now left side with it, Sinkneck. Sinkneck gets cut off. Ball's out there on the perimeter. That's a scary place with him with the 3 fouls. Right side, Davin Adams-Check goes in, throws up a shot, it goes. Tough shot for Davin Adams-Check, the sophomore. 24-18 as Manitou is on a run.
And there's a small contingent of Manitou fans behind us here getting a little loud with a 6-point lead.
Haydad with it, calls for a screen. It doesn't come, so the pass comes left side. Frieden back to Ball. Ball to Frieden in the corner. Back to Ball. Bounce pass to him. And he might be a little snake bit at this point. Every time he drives to the basket, he bounces it off his foot and loses it.
Well, and it's tough to drive on a zone. In order for TCA to open this up, they got to get someone to hit an outside shot.
Right side, Haydad. He's probably the guy to do it. He's hit a big 3. This is Ball. Ball passes left side, Frieden. There's that 3-point shot you want. And he gets it, and it's Branch. It's Branch. Logan Branch, his first points of the night. And it's a 3-point game at 24-21.
Big bucket there by Branch.
Quick pass comes inside. They go back out to Rodholm. Rodholm fakes left, goes right, throws up a shot. He gets fouled. He'll go to the line for a couple. The foul called against Branch, his second. Team foul number 3 against TCA.
This is a nice stroke there by Branch on the offensive end, but then on this side, he just couldn't get over in front.
Rodholm 1 for 2 at the line today. Those are his first 2 free throws of the year. Now 2 for 3. He's wearing his free throw percentage on his back. 2 for 3.
Not a good thing in basketball normally.
No. Unless you're 44 or 55. Next free throw is good. Guess not.
Dennis Rodman, didn't he wear 90?
Yes. He wore a lot of different numbers. I guess it wasn't his percentage. It was his total free throws. You get the idea. Ball goes to the basket.
Oh,
he carried it. They call a carry against Ball.
Tell you what, we're going to find out what kind of man, what kind of player Will Ball is right now. He's getting really frustrated out there, but I like the way he just accepted the call, turned around, and went back down the court. He's ready to play. I'm liking what I'm seeing psychologically from Will Ball tonight.
But from a basketball perspective, his numbers are not good.
No.
Here's Jensen with it. Left side over to Rodholm. Rodholm gets it out. They work it around the perimeter. 39 seconds left. They travel against Sinkneck. Let's put this in perspective for Will Ball. And admittedly, there's 8 minutes, 38 seconds, 0.6 seconds left to go. But Ball scored 25 against Air Academy.
They got it.
I see. He averages 19 points a game, has had 14-plus rebounds every game, 19 and 14, and right now he's got 3 points. Are you keeping rebounds over there?
I got 4 rebounds.
4 rebounds. That is significantly off his per-game average. Right side, Branch on the wing. Back to Ball at the top. Ball gets fouled. Sinkneck, kind of smelled that blood in the water when he went after Ball there, but that's definitely a foul on Sinkneck. That's his third.
Good job there by Ball just to hang on to the basketball.
Gotta be ball strong.
Makes Sinkneck the foul.
Branch will throw it in just to our right. Gets it into Haydad, who's been incredibly quiet in the second half. And Haydad gets fouled. And that foul goes against Davin Adams-Check. Team foul number 5 against Manitou.
So what if they get Manitou into foul trouble here where they can be shooting free throws? That's how TCA might be able to whittle away at this thing.
Oh, in a game like this where scoring is so just coming at a premium. And 5 points doesn't seem like a lot.
Josh Haydad doesn't realize maybe they were counting 10, but he laughs it off when his coach yells at him.
Passes right side Branch. Branch off to Ball. Ball's going to pop the 3. No good. Rebound Rodholm. Here comes Manitou. Last second shot is no good. And we have reached the end of the third quarter. Good no call by the officials on that play right there at the end of the quarter. So Manitou scores 13 in the third quarter after having 13 in the entire first half, and they take a 26-21 lead. We are at the end. Oh, go ahead, Ryan.
No, I was just going to say they won that quarter by 6.
They did, 26-21. Well, fourth quarter action next on 20 TV.
One part excellence, one part inspiration, one part preparation for outstanding education. Academy School District 20, where dreams take flight.
An important final 8 minutes for TCA. They are down by 5, 26-21. Matt Pauley, Brian German. Brian, what does Manitou have to, or excuse me, what does TCA have to do to get to come away with the W?
They're going to have to figure out how to beat that Manitou zone. They haven't been able to do anything offensively while they've been in that zone.
Foul
Let's see if they can do it.
On Ball on the first play
Wow.
of the fourth quarter. His fourth, team foul number 4. We'll see what Paul Campbell does. If I was Paul Campbell, I'm not a coach, but if I'm Paul Campbell, I leave Will Ball out there. Let him play with 4 fouls. He's your horse. You got to ride him.
He's a heady player, and he's been doing a good job so far tonight.
First free throw for Jensen is no good. Manitou has not been good at the line as a team. They come in 56%. Ball's going to come out.
Here's how you're not a coach.
Yep.
You're not a coach, Matt Pauley. I think you got to rest him for a little while. There's way too much time left in the game with 4 fouls. I'd maybe put him back in with 4. We'll see what happens with the scoring here.
Free throw by Jensen is good. His first point. He scored 1 against Callahan, has 1 today. Pressure from Manitou. That's new. Left side to Frieden. Frieden goes to the corner to Haydad. Haydad double team, almost loses the dribble. Back out to Frieden at the top. Right side, that's Salvage. He almost took that step. Didn't get called that time. His shot no good. Offensive rebound and putback is good for Branch. He's got 5.
5 points and 7 rebounds now for Branch. Branch getting doing a little bit of work on the board since Ball's been on the bench.
27-23, pass to the top. Jensen now over to Rodholm. Rodholm goes to the top. It's Adams check. Ryan Davin Adams check with it. And a foul called. Branch got too far in on Jensen. And that's going to be foul number 3 on Logan Branch. Team foul number 5. So team fouls are even at 5 apiece. Paul Campbell kind of working the officials tonight. Rodholm underneath the basket. Took time, but he finally finds Dominic Archuleta. Now passes back to the right side and Rodholm. Up to the top, left side back to Archuleta. 3-point shot, no good. Offensive rebound and putback goes for Rodholm. Those are a killer 2 points for TCA.
Good job by Rodholm being heads up, going to the basket, making sure he got that offensive rebound.
Haydad with it, passes right side to Frieden. Down in the corner, Branch. Quick ball movement, left side. Here's a 3-point shot for Haydad, no good. Rebound to Rodholm. Rodholm pushes ahead to Davin Adams. Check going to the basket. He gets fouled hard. He'll go to the line for 2, and you're starting to feel it slip away for TCA.
Certainly a little bit of frustration. When Haydad misses the shot, I think they were expecting that shot to go down. But they've got to hustle just as much as Manitou does to get some offensive rebounds.
Frieden the foul, his first, team foul number 6. Here's Davin Adams check. His first free throw of the year is good.
Another thing that's tough to do against the zone is to get offensive rebounds because the zone is naturally inside on defense, so it's much easier to box guys out. They're doing a decent job with that tonight.
Next free throw from Adams check doesn't go. Rebound TCA, they're down 7. Here's Haydad. Left side to Frieden. Now up to the top, it's Branch. Back to Haydad at the elbow, gets cut off, out to Salvage. Salvage wanted to go inside, nothing was there. Back to Haydad, Salvage in the corner. He gets it to Haydad. Haydad drives in, kicks left side. Frieden for three, and he uses the glass and it goes.
I heard him call it. Right before it left his hand, he said glass. I heard it from here.
4-point game, huge points, 30-26, 6:10 to go. Lob pass comes inside and the lay-in good for Jensen. Jensen has three, 32-26. Scoring maybe picking up. Salvage going to the basket, offensive foul. Paul Campbell hates the call.
Tell you what, again, that zone lets you be inside, and I thought he had good position there. Nice job by Steve Jensen taking that charge.
I think that's a good call made. 32-26. 5:55. Now to Rodholm. Rodholm, right side, sink neck, another lob pass, and again Jensen, but they say Jensen came down out of bounds.
No, Logan Branch.
The foul before the shot then. So the foul on Branch, man, that foul.
Branch is hounding him when they're trying to get the ball inside there. It's his fourth.
So it's a 1-and-1 for Jensen. No good.
Both the TCA big men right now in foul trouble with 4 fouls each.
Haydad with it. He's got to get going again. 32-26. Salvage goes inside to Rogers. Rogers shot no good. Rebound Kuehl of Manitou Springs quickly ahead. Forward to Adams check. Now back over left side. Kuehl dumps it off. Shot no good, and an offensive foul called. I think Kuehl got hit in the face, and he got the foul against him. That is the definition of adding insult to injury.
Yep, you're right, but the foul happened before he got pushed in the face.
So I guess injury to insult.
Injury to insult, yes.
32-26. Haydad with it. Haydad doesn't take the screen, goes the other way. He's double teamed up to the top. Branch wide open. He doesn't take the three-point shot. Instead passes out to Frieden. Frieden off to Haydad. Telegraph the pass. Haydad still gets it. Step inside. Long two. No good. Rebound Jensen of Manitou. And here come the Mustangs. Long pass quickly underneath. Great pass to Kuehl. And he lays it in. He's got 4. 34-26. Paul Campbell wants a timeout. Full timeout. We will take it with him. 34-26 the score. Will Ball is going to be coming in after this break on 20 TV. .26 is our score as the Manitou Springs Mustangs trying to come and get a road win. 4:49 left, pass into Ball, and Ball gets pushed from behind. That's team foul number 7 against Manitou Springs. So free throws coming up for Ball. A 1-and-1. That foul was called on Kuehl. Second, team foul number 7.
Working it inside the Ball. We'll see if he can make some hay at the charity stripe.
Front end of the 1-and-1. No good. He had missed 1 free throw all season long. He's missed 2 tonight. Inside to Kuehl. Kuehl's shot doesn't go. Ball the rebound. He's got to get going. Got to get going. Now over to Branch. Branch going to the basket. Layup no good. Doesn't touch anything. Sink neck the rebound. Ahead to Rodholm. Back right side over to Adams check, and the ball goes out of bounds. TCA gets it back.
Maybe one pass too many right there, but TCA will take it, that's for sure.
34-26 is the score. This is Haydad with it. Haydad across midcourt. Veers over the right side, Litscomb. Now to the top, it's Ball. Ball goes inside, shot goes! For Ball, that is just his second field goal. He's got 5, 6-point game, 34-28. Sink neck with it. Passes over left side, Rodholm. Now the shot no good for Jensen. Wide right. TCA with the basketball. Let's see if they can get point, stop, points. This is Haydad. Right side. 3-point shot no good from Lipscomb. And the rebound to Manitou. I don't know if that was the best shot. Left side is Rodholm going to the basket. Dumps off to a absolutely wide open Steven Jensen. He's got 5. 36-28. Anders Carlson will be in at the next whistle for TCA. Bounce pass Frieden. Frieden, 3-point shot. No good. No good. And
right over the back.
Over the backboard. Just not going well right now for TCA.
Carlson coming in for Logan Branch. I believe this is Carlson's first action on the basketball floor for TCA. He was a key member of their soccer team. Went to the finals. There's a good look at Anders.
Ball almost taken away. It's loose. It goes. It's safe. It's safe. What a play. Left side. Salvage can't get the bunny to go. Are you kidding me? But he still gets fouled. Foul on McGee, his second, team foul number 8. Nobody wants to score the basketball tonight.
Wow.
Paul Campbell just hit the ground in frustration when that shot didn't go.
Josh Haydad, who had 12 points in the first half, still sitting at 12 right here from the free throw line. Good look at it there.
At the line for a 1-and-1. No good. Rebound, TCA. They need points. They need them now. Right side to Haydad. He gets bumped, and he'll go back to the line, but you got to make the free throws. It doesn't matter if you don't make the free throws. Timeout. Timeout, Manitou Springs. 36-28. Manitou leads. We'll take the timeout with them and be back in a moment on 20 TV.
One part excellence, one part inspiration, one part preparation for outstanding education. Academy School District 20, where dreams take flight.
36-28, and there was Will Ball finally getting the ball to go through the hoop.
They need a lot more of that, though. They're down 8 with 3 minutes, 10 seconds left. It can all start here with free throws. Remember what I said about free throws?
They can bring the team back. Haydad was 7 of 10 before tonight. He's 0 of 2 so far. He's got to make this free throw, and he does not. Now 0 of 3. Rebound, Carlson. Out to Ball. Ball goes to the basket. Lay in right side, and he gets it. That's what you need from Will Ball. He's got 7. 6-point game at 36-30. Pushed ahead. Ball goes out of bounds. TCA basketball down 6 with less than 3 minutes to go. TCA's got the momentum. And what Will Ball just did, going to the basket, that's his game. Not all the other stuff. That's his game. Right side Ball. He's going to go to the basket again. Right side, shot goes! He'll go to the line for a 3-point play. Will Ball might be taken over.
He certainly is. He's certainly picked a crazy time to do it. You would, I'm sure Coach Campbell would have liked him to do it way before now, but he'll take this as well. If he finishes this 3-point play, they're back to within 3.
Kuehl, his 3rd foul. Those 3 fouls came quick, and he's out of the game, holding his chin like he got hit 10 fouls, so 2 free throws from here on out for TCA. Ball misses the free throw. And now a foul, and it's going to go against TCA, and we'll walk to the other side of the court in a 4-point game. Foul called against Haydad, his second, team foul number 9 against TCA.
Fredrickson will go to the line.
Fredrickson is 0 for 1 at the line today. He's got 8 points. 1-and-1 coming up. Huge front end of a 1-and-1 from the senior Fredrickson. First free throw. It's good. He'll get the back end. He now has 9 in what's quickly turned into a very entertaining basketball game. Fredrickson misses that one. Rebound, Carlson gives to Ball. Ball has it, off to Haydad. Ball and Haydad talk for a moment while bringing the ball down the court. Haydad with it, back out to Salvage, now to Ball. He's going to go to the basket, throws up a shot, no good. Rebound Sinkneck. That's a bad possession for TCA not to get points. Ball comes up, Fredrickson ahead to Sinkneck, 2:25 to go. 5-point lead for Manitou Springs. Rodholm over right side to Adams check. They work it around the perimeter. Paul Campbell wants him to trap, and they've got two guys out there, and the pass comes to the top in Rodholm. Manitou Springs might try to force TCA to have to start fouling. They're fine just playing the outside game. Handoff to Ryan Adams check. He loses the basketball over and back right in front of us, and that gives the ball back to TCA.
That really is a tough turnover. They were running a nice weave, taking lots of time off the clock. That's just the break TCA needed.
Now the officials are going to speak for a moment in front of us.
I believe he's asking if the ball was touched by Manitou when it went across the line.
Let's see. I missed that. Let's see if we can see that replay one more time.
Oh, they're checking the possession error right now?
Huh. There's been some issues with that tonight at the scorer's table. Here's the replay one more time.
Changed the possession arrow. It has nothing to do with this play that we keep watching. It's the possession arrow. The official is making sure it's pointed in the right direction. It was not. It is now pointing towards TCA. He went over and told Ken Vecchio exactly what's going on, and we're back in.
It's a heck of a job by the official to take note of that.
Yes.
Out of nowhere, just to notice that. And again, these officials have done a great job tonight. This is Haydad with it. Haydad looking to pass, wants to go inside the ball. Ball gets it on the baseline, going, lay in, no good.
Oh.
Gets his own offensive rebound, then loses it. Basically bounced the ball off of Adams check, and Adams check that Sinkneck. Got it. Sinkneck lobs it over to Rodholm. Now to Adams check. And they're going to run that four corners once again with less than 90 seconds of this game, it being a 5-point game. TCA is going to have to foul at some point, and there it is. Haydad his third, and that's going to be 2 free throws coming up for Manitou Springs in a 5-point game.
Really a tough battle at this point, down 5. When you're playing the foul 'em and hope they miss free throws game. TCA is going to have to turn up the defensive intensity and hopefully get some steals.
Rodholm 3 of 4 at the free throw line today. His first 4 free throw attempts this year. He airballs the first. (37-32). Next free throw is good, so it's a full 2-possession game at 6 points. 38-32. Timeout called, and we will take the break. We're back with the final minute 21 coming up in just a moment here on 20 TV. One minute, 21 seconds left, 38-32. Manitou leading TCA here on 20 TV. TCA down 6. Probably not quite to the point where you need to shoot a 3, but we're approaching that point rapidly.
But you do need to score.
Yes. Ball has it. See if he can go to the basket. Really battling in there, and the shot goes. So ball gets into double digits at 11. Now they need to stop. 4-point game, 38-34, and they'll foul. They will foul Rodholm, who is 4 of 6 at the line today. And again,
it's a 4th on Haydad.
Haydad's 4th. If you're from TCA's perspective, you probably making 2 free throws here makes it very tough. 1 keeps the door open that much more. First free throw, good. Rodholm has 7. He scored 19 against Calhoun. Next free throw from Rodholm, also good. So it's even 2-2 on the last 2 possessions. TCA doesn't get anything out of it. Haydad with it. Now they got to hurry. Down 6. They may be looking for a 3. Left side, Anderson. He's got it on the wing. Back out to Haydad. They got to hurry. They're taking too much time. Off to Ball. Ball to Haydad. Put up the 3, and he does, but there's a whistle. Timeout call. Timeout taken by Paul Campbell. It's a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here. First off, we'll remind everybody that if you would like to order a copy of this broadcast tonight, we do make them available to you. You can get DVD or Blu-ray copies, 20TV at asd20.org, or you can give us a call at 719-234-1780. I believe Chase Rogers just checked back into the game by tapping on our table. Hopefully they know that Rogers is going to be coming in here in just a moment.
TCA, I would bank at this point. Paul Campbell's probably drawing up a play to try and get a 3-pointer at this point. You got to get some scores in here. So that's probably why he wanted to call timeout too. He wanted to make sure that his team just didn't go for a quick 2 and then foul, which he probably would have been in the same situation. Down 6, 10 seconds off the clock.
There's Ken Vecchio. We just saw him again. 29 years at the helm of this Manitou Springs program, and he said that they're looking to replace more than 50% of their scoring last year. He said that once they learn the varsity pace, this team's going to be fine. That he expects big things out of this Manitou Springs team.
They've been okay tonight.
They lead 40-34, 40 points well off the 76 that they scored against Calhan. So 45 and a half seconds on the clock. It's got to be a quick 3 here, doesn't it?
You've got to.
You know, if you can get somebody open off a screen. Inbounds coming just to the side of us. There it is to Haydad. They don't work off a screen. Left side salvage. There's not much going on out here on the floor. Haydad with it back to salvage. He puts up the 3 from the corner. It's good, and he's fouled! He's fouled! Could be a 4-point play.
Holy cow. You couldn't draw it up any better than that. It looked to me like they really wanted Salvage to take this shot, and there you see why. He drains it from the corner and gets the foul as well. One more time, Haydad sets it up beautifully, and it was Sinknecht who got the foul, and I believe he's just fouled out. No, 4th.
Free throw, no good! Still a 3-point game. Now pushed ahead to Ryan Adamscheck. He doesn't attack the basket, and he gets fouled by Rogers, his 3rd. Oh my gosh, that last free throw makes it a 2-point game. Now,
you could go either way with that, though, about pushing it on the other end of Manitou. I like the way they held up. You get 2 free throws out of here. We'll see what Ryan Adamscheck can do.
Adamscheck is 0 for 1 today. He was 2 for 2 coming in. 1 of 2 is really what Manitou Springs needs at the very least. There's that. Anything else is bonus. So back to a 2-possession game at 4 points. Either way, now that you're at 5 and not at 6, if this free throw is good, no matter what, you can go for 2. You don't have to go for 3. Free throw, no good. You can go for 2. Paul Campbell takes the timeout with 32.2 seconds to go. And we will, I believe it is a 30-second timeout. I think that's all they have left. So we will indeed, once again, keep it right here. 32 seconds left, Brian. 4-point game. You looking for a quick 2?
Yeah, I would go for the quick 2. I'd probably go inside the ball. And the way they've been so physical on ball, I would think that they would come back and probably foul him. And then you maybe get a traditional 3-point play, and then you're within 1. I think a quick 2, you're just as good because there's still plenty of time on the clock.
They started the clock late for our timeout, and that's good for Paul Campbell as he's able to really talk things over. There you see Campbell. He is the one on the floor talking, looking back at one of his assistants now. The other assistant next to him doing a lot of coaching, looking like they're drawing up a play.
I would be surprised, actually, if they come out and try and get a 3, but you never know. My strong suit, I'd go into Will Ball, try and get it into him, and let him work and try and get a bucket.
And I promise you, Ken Vecchio is telling his team right now, don't foul, don't foul, don't foul. So that means Manitou is instinctively going to be moving backwards. So if you're able to attack the basket, you might have a pretty good opportunity for a pretty easy 2.
Pretty quickly as well.
So we'll see what happens. 4-point game.
I like the pressure here on Haydad by Manitou.
32 seconds to go.
Just make it a little bit longer for him.
Yep, Haydad's got to get around Adamscheck. He still is trying to get there, and he travels! Oh my gosh! Paul Campbell says he got knocked down. Either way, Haydad hit the floor with the basketball.
Tough break for TCA.
That's a killer, absolute killer. And ball goes out of bounds! TCA gets it back. TCA gets it back. The door just keeps getting left open.
Just a couple of seconds off the clock from where they had it a second ago, and Haydad traveled.
Litscomb to throw it in for the Titans. And get it to the corner, that's Ball. Ball throws it away, over and back. Nobody wants to win this basketball game.
Wow. Really surprised that Ball threw that back out front.
41-37, Manitou's got it back. We'll see if that ends up being the final dagger. Adamczyk fouled right before he gets
on Haydad. He's
across midcourt. Haydad's done. Haydad's done. His fifth. And he was a guy that you were really counting on to be able to come back in this game.
Well, you know, he hit the big three at the end of the first half. They won't have that in there for this game. They're going to have to pretty much go to selvage to shoot threes now. And you've got to think, you know, worst case scenario, you're down 6 right here if he makes these.
Adamczyk at the line for 2. He's 1 of 4 today, 1 of 5. Check that. Now he's 1 of 4. He had been 1 of 3. Either way, not especially good. 18 seconds left. Next free throw from Adamczyk. This one's good. So 2 of 5. He's got 7. 42-37. They need quick points. Litscomb almost carried it. Back out to Salvage. The shot no good. Offensive rebound. Rogers go back up with it. No, he kicks it out to Frieden. Left side Salvage. He's got to put too much time coming off the clock. There's a 3 from Frieden. Doesn't touch anything. Put back no good. And this game is over. Manitou comes in to TCA and they beat a 4A team. Final score 42-37. At no point in time was this game pretty.
No.
But it's a good win for Manitou Springs.
Very good win, and a gutsy win for Manitou. They came in here, tough place to play, and really impressed with their zone defense tonight. They really shut down TCA. TCA, the Titans could get nothing going offensively.
42-37, the final score. Manitou gets the win. We'll have some post-game numbers and thoughts coming up in a moment on 20 TV.
One part excellence, one part inspiration, one part preparation for outstanding education. Academy School District 20, where dreams take flight.
42-37, the final score tonight as Manitou gets the win over TCA. Matt Pauley, Brian German back with you for one final time. And, you know, for TCA, they're going to look back at this game and they're going to say, we had about 9 million opportunities to take this one home, and they just couldn't do it.
They certainly did. And if you're Paul Campbell and the Titans, you probably are going to be working on some zone offense in the near future here, because they had a horrible time against Manitou just trying to work the ball around and get decent shots.
Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the highlights from this game. And Manitou Springs gets the win, and there you see Darwin Fredrickson, the leading scorer for Manitou, get those points in the foul. Hey, Josh Haydad was so good for TCA in the first half, held quiet in the second half. That's a big reason why Manitou is able to get the win. There's Haydad again with the jump shot, and Josh Haydad led the way for TCA. Let's go over the scoring numbers. First off, for Manitou Springs, Darwin Fredrickson finishes with 9 points. After that, 8 points for Lucas Rodholm, 7 points for Ryan Adamczyk, 5 points for Steven Jensen, 4 points for Jared Kuehl, 4 points for Travis Struble, 4 points as well for Cole Seeknet, and then 3 for Davin Adamczyk. Only 4 players scored for TCA. They were led by Josh Haydad, who had 12. Will Ball had 11, 8 of which came, check that, 7 of which came in the final quarter. 6 for Adam Selvage and Logan Branch at 5. Will Ball was really held below his normal output as far as a guy taking over a game.
Will Ball really had a tough time tonight. He got in foul trouble early. That's got to be some part of it. And then he really couldn't get a rhythm going, and I credit that to the Manitou defense. They were hounding him inside. They collapsed 3 people in on him at one point, and he just could not get the ball to fall.
No, certainly not, and that ends up Manitou gets a win. They stay undefeated. They're 2-0. They score significantly less than the 76 that they had against Calhoun, but they get the win. If you'd like to order a copy of this broadcast tonight, you can do so. You can email us or call us. We have DVDs and Blu-rays. Email us 20tv@asd20.org or give us a call at 719-234-1780. We're all over the place on social media, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. You'll be able to watch this entire game broadcast on YouTube. You can learn about what we've got going on at asd20.org/20tv sports. We do look forward to being able to talk to you again as we've got a couple games that are going to be coming up on the 16th and the 18th. That is next Tuesday and Thursday. On Tuesday, we will be at Rampart for boys basketball against Coronado. And then on Thursday, we will be at Pine Creek for girls basketball against Fossil Ridge. That's going to wrap up this calendar year edition of 20 TV broadcast. Of course, you see everything coming up in the months of January and February.
It's going to be a lot of fun. We'll even have some hockey for you.
Looking forward to that.
Good stuff.
All right, that's going to do it for our entire 20 TV crew. And for Brian German alongside, I'm Matt Pauley saying good night from TCA. Manitou comes in and defeats the Titans 42-37. We'll talk to you again soon here on 20 TV.